G'day, it's Phil here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking through $1 coins again, looking for commemorative coins, rare coins, and coins worth more than face value. Again, we have my $1 collection folder here from the Royal Australian Mint, already partly filled with the commemorative coins that we have found so far, and we are only looking for one coin to fill this collection folder in. It's the 2020 centenary of Qantas. So let's put the book to the side and see if we can go through these coin rolls and find that Qantas coin. Let's pull in a little bit onto the table and get a bit closer to the coins and see if today is the day that we find the Qantas centenary. And we've got very, very tight rolls. As we go through the coins, I'll mainly be going through the reverses, just looking for the commemorative coins. Like this one, the Centenary of Girl Guiding from 2010. It's a highly minted commemorative coin, so it's going to go up on the top row. We're going to call that the common commemoratives row. And we have next up the International Year of Peace from 1986, the very first commemorative $1 coin design, and that's going to also go up on the top row. And here we have the standard $1 coin design, the Mob of Roos, 5 kangaroos in a circle, and that is the standard design, so we'll be flicking through those. There's another guiding and a 2024, also Mob of Roos, a relatively new coin, 2009, and then we have a Centenary Federation from 2001, celebrating Australia's Federation. We always check this coin out for a rotation error. Sometimes the Queen's head can be down, can be backwards, it can be facing up, but today the coin is standard and it'll go up on the top row. Oh, and we lose a few coins to the table. We have another Centenary of Guiding, and we will continue to look through the coins, hopefully without spilling them all over the place. And at the end of the hunt, I'll go through all of the Mob of Roos looking for coins of note. Here we have a coin of note, a commemorative coin, the APEC Australia from 2007, celebrating the APEC meeting that was held in that year. And then the last coin in this roll is the Father of Federation, Sir Henry Parkes from 1996. Oh, it has a bit of a cut on it. It does look like a bit of a crack, but I believe that it was started by a knife cut. But I will put that to the side because it could be the start of a planchet error, and that would be a very nice error to find, a special error where the planchet, which is the blank or the metal that the coins are made of, is starting to crack, although I do believe that was started by a knife cut. But it is starting to lift on either side of that, so I'll put that to the side, the planchet error for that. The reason I go through the Mob of Roos at the end is I look for the years of low mintage, which is 2014 and 2021. 2021 being the lowest minted of all the Mob of Roos, but also I look out for the Mob of Roos where there was none issued into circulation. There's another Sir Henry Parkes, but that one seems to be reasonable, although they are very, very hard to find in good grade, in good condition. Here we have a Centenary of Scouting from 2008, celebrating 100 years of Scouts in Australia. It's a bit of a mini set with the Centenary of Guiding, so it'll go up on that top row because it's also highly minted. There's another Centenary of Guiding there, and I think after it I see a 2022, and that could be something, but it's going to be the Mob of Roos. 2022 had a significant amount of commemorative coins in it that were relatively low minted, but we will continue on. I'm going to check the Mob of Roos on that one. And there from 2009 we see the Centenary of Commonwealth Age Pension, 100 years of looking after Australians' elderly population, and so that'll go up on the top row as a common commemorative. And then we have the end of our second roll. And the years of not intended for circulation coins are 1987, 1989, 1990, 1991, 2007 and 2012. And they were Mob of Roos that were minted, but only issued into sets, not into circulation. So if I find one of those years, I'll be very excited, as they'll be very special coins to find out of circulation. And here we have another commemorative, 2002, the year of the Outback, celebrating Australia's Outback. And so that'll go down on the top row as well. And we'll continue on looking through the coins. Here we have another common commemorative, the Choggem coin from 2011. Choggem stands for Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. That meeting was held in Perth, Australia in 2011, and so that'll go up on the top row because it is also a highly minted commemorative. There's another APEC Australia coin, so 2 coins there for meetings. And we are nearly through this third roll, and we see a 2016, but it's not the changeover that we usually look out for. And so what we'll do now is we'll speed the hunt up a little bit after this third roll. I'll only stop when we find a coin that we haven't seen today. I'll annotate it and lay it down. But otherwise, let's get into the hunt and find that Qantas. Well, that didn't take very long. We have the centenary of women's suffrage from 2003, celebrating 100 years of suffrage, and that will go up on the top row because it's highly minted as well. And there we see a different coin obverse. We have the Queen's Memorial effigy there with the $1 denomination, the year 2023, and we see an AFLW Premiership Season Cup. This was a series for the AFL teams for 2023. There was also one in 2024. There was 2 coins issued into circulation, the cups for the AFL and the AFLW. So that'll go down as a low minted coin onto the keepers row, the bottom row. But we will continue looking for more coins. There's another one, the International Year of Volunteers from 2001. It's a highly minted coin, but it's very hard to find in good grade, in good condition. And I can see there that the A in the word dollar has been filled in. So we have a die fill on that A on the dollar. It doesn't stand out. You can still see the memory of it or the shadow of it there, but it looks like something's got into the die, filled up the A. That makes that. And so I'm going to put that to the side as a die fill error on that 2001 International Year of Volunteers. I'll put that to the side over there. And there for the first time we see the Landcare Australia from 1993, celebrating Australia's Landcare organisation. Sometimes on this coin we look out for die chips and cuds on the or between the leaves on that tree. This one's fine, so it's going to go up on the top row as a common commemorative. And there we see 100 Years of Anzac, The Spirit Lives. This series ran from 2014 to 2018 inclusively. This one's from 2014 and not in great condition with a bit of green on it. It's the highest minted of the whole series, so it's going to go up on the top row. But if we find any of the other years, we will be pulling them out of circulation. Here we have another memorial effigy, this time from 2024, and we see the AFL Premiership Season Best and Fairest Award Trophy, the Chaz Brownlow Trophy, or the Brownlow Trophy as it's known. It's also lower minted. It's going to go on the bottom row. That is the circulating coin from that year's AFL series. So we see a few of those, but the individual team coins didn't go into circulation, and so they are much harder to find. And from 2005, we see the Dancing Man, the 60th anniversary of the end of World War II. From 2005, also highly minted. It's going to go up on the top row. And there, for the first time, we see the International Year of Older Persons from 1999. That's also highly minted. It's going to go up on the top row. And there we see a $1 Discovery coin. It's a preview marked coin. It has an S in a square down the bottom here. It's got 35 in amongst the mob of roos. It was celebrating the 35th anniversary of the $1 coin. There was an A, a U, and an S preview mark, known as the $1 Discovery series, and that'll go down on the bottom row. It is a lower minted coin, and it's going to stay in my wider collection. And there we see a 2023 coin with the memorial effigy, and it is the Giant Ram. The Giant Ram comes from the Aussie Big Things collectible series, and it is a series that was brought to us by the Royal Australian Mint and Australia Post. It's 10 coin series with big things from around the country. There's a coin from 2021. Oh, and it's Dingo. It's from the Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 2, the series 2. First series was in 2019, second series in 2021, third series in 2022. I was hopeful that it was going to be a mob of roos and would be my first ever out of circulation. But a Dingo ate my mob of roos, so that'll go down on the bottom row as a low minted commemorative from that series. And there, for the first time, we see Making a Difference, Australia's Volunteers. From 2003, Australia's Volunteers of all shapes and sizes. It's going to go up on the top row because it is highly minted. There from 1988, we see Australia's bicentennial celebration, celebrating the bicentenary in 1988. It's also a highly minted coin though, so I'm going to put it up on the top row. And that then brings us on to the last roll, hopefully with a little bit of last roll luck. So far, no Qantas. A couple of good coins. Oh, and another one there. We have the O for Sydney Opera House, again from 2021, from the Great Aussie Coin Hunt, series number 2. So that'll go down next to the Dingo. But hopefully we've got a few more coins yet to go through in the hunt, and we might be able to find that Qantas. We'll see how it goes, but not a bad hunt so far. A couple of low minted coins. Oh, and still coins that we haven't seen for today. The Sir Charles Kingsford Smith from 1997, celebrating one of Australia's early aviation pioneers. Put him up on the top row up there. And we've got a 2025 King Charles, which is the shiny coin, and that's not going to be something that we are going to keep. And that's it. That's it for the hunt. So not a bad hunt. We have got a few good things that we have found today. So let me quickly go through the mob of roos off to the side, and I'll come back and let you know if I found anything else special. Well, unfortunately, nothing amongst the mob of roos that would make any note today. So what we did pick up was Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 2, the O for Sydney Opera House, to 2021, a very nice coin, as well as the D for Dingo, also from the 2021 Great Aussie Coin Hunt. So we have a D and an O. We picked up the Giant Ram from the Aussie Big Things collectible series from 2023. That's a nice coin as well. One of the Dollar Discovery series, the S Privy Mark there, or a low minted Privy Marked coin, which is great. The AFL Premiership season, best and fairest, the Chaz Brownlow Award, as well as the 2023 AFLW Premiership Season Cup, the Premiership Cup, also great. But I think the two plums of the hunt for mine was the International Year of Volunteers from 2001 with the die fill error there on the A on the word dollar. Can hardly see it there, but you can see a shadow of it. So there's a die fill, part of the die was filled in with something. Don't quite know what, but something. And then what looks to be the start of a planchet error on a 1996 Sir Henry Parkes there on the obverse, and a very nice little start of an error there. So happy to be putting that into my wider collection of errors. But thank you very much for watching today. If you enjoy what I do, please think about subscribing to the channel. It really helps the channel out and lets you see more of my videos on your feed. But as you know, I will be back for more noodling in a few days, so I'll see you then. Bye.